Hello, hello, my frosty foxy friends. Happy Monday, everybody. How are you doing? Hopefully, the start of your work week's been pretty good. Boop, boop. There we go. I am very excited. I am very excited about tonight's Monday mini time because, like I promised, for not having done an episode in a little while, tonight's going to be special. But yes. How's everybody doing? How was your weekend? Maybe. Maybe, Gav. But yeah, my weekend was a lot of fun. Sunday was definitely a much needed night of respite, so I could recover. Saturday's D&D game was fun. Oh my god, was it so much fun? Which we'll probably get into that at some point because I'll just want to talk. But making sure everything is not going to explode on me. Which so far it's looking pretty good. Pretty good. So yes, tonight we will be assembling and priming a dragon. Oregon the Denouncer. This is going to be a lot of fun. Tonight's Monday Mini Time will probably be a little bit shorter though, because typically what I've discovered with these larger models is that they're a lot easier to assemble. It's the painting that's going to take a little bit longer. So this particular series, this part of Monday Mini Time, maybe 2 or 3 streams, episodes all together. Because once we've primed this particular mini, I'm going to want to go back and double check to make sure I didn't miss anything. But then I'm going to want it to fully cure, and it's so large, and I've got some colors in my head already. So I'm looking forward to this. Gaff, with your pun. I guess you should say I really shouldn't drag this on. How's that pun? Is it up to scale? Put that one in your little hoard. Yes, let's get into this. Let's get into it. Forgot to change transitions, but that's fine. And you might have noticed we've got the Monday Mini playlist going on, so go on, take a load off, and the traveling tankard will get you a drink. All right, I'm very excited about this. Yeah, see, this is not going to take a lot. The pieces are so large already. It's going to be priming it. Oh yeah, thanks for helping, Master. You're entirely welcome, Gaff. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad you had fun. All right. Yeah, nope. It is literally 3 pages. 1, 2, and 3. So, we're going to make this work. I'm just going to set that there today. I will not be taking up a whole lot of space. All right, so we need pieces 3 and 2, which are right here. It was super fun. First master run with a clan of goats. I'm glad you had fun, man. Really, truly, because that's the point. What is the point of doing, granted, it's end game. It's supposed to be challenging, but what is the point of doing it if you're not going to have fun? If you're with people who are just going to yell and scream and be obnoxious because you're not being optimal, it's a problem in the community. And it's one that's been around since Destiny 1, joining up any looking for group, and it's just like, know what to do, or if you don't know what to do, that you're not going to teach you, or what was it in D1, if you didn't have Galahorn for anything, you were booted. Like, It's a stupid fucking thing. You were watching a video before I went live and people are so toxic. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. And you want to know what the fucking double standard for me is? Is that these are the same fucks who will say it's easy. Yeah, it's easy. It's all easy. Okay, then let new people play with you if it's fucking easy, right? If it's that easy, teach them. It's so fucking dumb. I think we just need a blade. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gaff. I caught your Pokemon. One, two, three. Four. Back in D1, I remember all the Sherpas and stuff. It was funny running with people. Then they get vexed on the first. Yeah, that's a curse of destiny. That's just never gonna stop. I mean, we had a person in the clan who we did a full Sherpa run of Volta Glass. It was their first run. They'd never raided before. We were trying to teach them stuff. It was a difficult time because they weren't very receptive. But in the end, we pulled through and they got Vex Mythoclast. And it was just like, well. Okay, this is a big anchor. So I'm going to get the big knife. Anyway. Oh, I don't know how to tackle this because it's... Let me do this. Take our time. Add an angle. There we go. Perfect. Let me see if I can... Okay, we've got some play, which is nice. Come on. Give it up. You know what? Let me break this piece first, because this is going to be a little bit easier in my... I think it will be. I hope it will be. My God, please be. That don't require Witch Queen or 30th anniversary. Stars Harbor. Go to the moon. Go to the moon. Do the nightmare, the public nightmare events, where with all the hive. I actually enjoy going there because you're moving around more often. And it's also nice. Sometimes there's other people there, so you don't feel like you're alone. And as you're doing it, you are getting resources and drops and shards and things far more frequently. Yep, Stars Harbor. Free, open to everybody. Oh my God. Okay, well, nothing broke, fortunately. Ooh, that was a tough anchor. All right, that is piece 3. Finally got part in our dust crafted, so I'm trying to get blinding nades free. So go for it. Yeah, blinding nades are incredibly powerful. I would also suggest a wave frame grenade launcher, because most of the time they have some way of, they either do insane ad clear because they have something on it that does even more, like chain reaction, or they have unrelenting on it and you're hitting multiple targets, killing multiple targets, and so you're getting much more health back. This is number 2, great. Yes. Okay, and that is a part of it. So we want to keep that. All right. This bottom anchor, I think we want the more flexible of our knives. I keep calling it a knife. It's really razors. But there's one. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. And 7. And our last one, which actually I can probably just do this way. Forbearance is so good, man. It is so good. All right, that is pieces 3 and 2. Free! All right. Now they go together. Chonky! This is going to be a big Dargan. Oh! You all saw nothing? Give it a few extra places for the glue to really adhere. It's like shrimp. That's a big ass shrimp. Well, it's a long ass shrimp, but it's not a real big shrimp. It's not like thick. All right. Now I'm going to let that cure. And okay, so that's the base. We starting with the base. The base. Slide you up, over. We'll free the base now just because that is the second step. I want to clean up some of these burrs. Smooth the surfaces. So what are you gonna solo, Gaff? What's on the list? Prophecy? Good luck. I hope you have fun. Then you Shattered Throne. Okay, okay. Hmm. Will I glue this? I don't know. Possibly. I might leave it just so it'll be easier to transport. Hmm. Boop. Okay. I ate some spicy food for dinner. So my nose is now being problematic, and I apologize. Okay, we need 9 and 10 to continue the S shape of this Dargon. Move some things around. Give me some more space. Need your space. Need your space, okay? Mm. And the last one we can just twist off. Perfect. Go back over, double check the spolts because there's burrs. Mm-hmm. So yeah, how was everyone's weekend? Y'all get into anything fun? Let me lock that so it doesn't slide on me. Sweet. All right. Let's clean that up just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not doing anything special. Just lining the blade up with like a groove and then just gently pulling it because it is a razor, so it's more effective at slicing. And just taking your time. Just be careful. Ideally, you want to cut away from yourself, but sometimes that's not possible. whether it's because of limited space or the way something was designed. A oh. Okay, so this is piece 10. This is piece 9. Pierce. You go there. Something else. It's going to go at the top. All right. I have but one simple goal tonight, and that is to not get covered in super glue. So I'm going to do my best. Okay. Going to let you do your thing. Bring this back. Yeah, 19 and 14 are the next pieces in respective order. So, where are they? Here's 19. And 14. Okay, this little corner right here. So, I'm going to move you out of the way. Going to hydrate a little bit more. Hey, Kato, Eli, I see you lurking and I appreciate it. Heart to all you lurkers. Okay, I think I'm going to let that cure a little bit more. But we do have 19 and 14 right here. So, which 19 goes in the front and 14 goes to the side? Question mark. Oh no, they're two pieces that are going to connect at the top of the neck. Okay, they're going to complete a pattern here. That's what's going to happen. Got it. Got it. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a big anchor. Okay. Let me groove it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Help alleviate some of that pool. There we go. That'll make cleanup a little bit easier. Oop. All right. Hmm. Oh, well, I see how it's gotta go, but something's weird here. Also, let me finish cleaning up this burr. There we go. So this piece is going to fit in here somehow. There we go. All right, that's 14 done, and then 19. Chicken's reaction to your Wellscape was a good. Yes, it was. There's nothing more impressive than a guardian at still, no motion, no movement, and then suddenly mock fuck you just instantly. Okay. And I'm always impressed by people who take the time to master that, because it is a skill to learn how to skate in Destiny. And honestly, I'm jealous of it. I'm very jealous of it because I main Titan. Titans don't do that. Our well skate is literally lion ramparts and then the occasional from a sword. Like, that's how we do it. We sword skate. Hunters and warlocks super skate. They use their supers to initiate a maximum velocity, sudden burst of movement. And honestly, I'm always impressed. I really wish Titans could do it, but just because of the way our supers work, we can't. You can bubble skate? What? That's lies and propaganda. I don't believe that. Okay, I'd have to clean up this. I'm pretty sure there's YouTube videos. But that means I'd have to play Bubble. That is literally one of the worst supers in the game, in my opinion. The only reason it's still relevant is because of Capture the Zone trials, but it's useless in anything else. Which, by the way, anything else in Destiny is PVE. I can't shoot through the bubble. It does not do as much healing. And it doesn't even do more weapons of light damage. So it's just like, there's no point in running it. I understand why they gave it the nerf in PvP, because having 10,000 HP to chunk through in PvP is damn near impossible to do. but everything else sucks. I wish you luck with that, Gaff. What is happening there? Hopefully you get enough people. Uh, I personally don't know what anyone is up to, but you know, maybe you'll get lucky. Ron is definitely one of the easiest raids. So even if people haven't done it, you might be able to get enough people anyway who might be interested in trying. Nope. Saw that coming. That's just like 3 a.m. That's fair. Yeah. I'm just going to hold this for a minute or two. This is a very curvy dragon. Lots of swoops. Actually, I might not want to do this just yet. The reason I'm saying that is because I just noticed how curved, like, the scales actually come back on each other. It's how it's designed. That'll be a very difficult place to paint in. Mm, I've already committed, so I'm going to let this one slide, but damn, that'll be challenging to paint. Okay. Stay. Good dragon. All right. 6, 4, and 5, which are feetsies. There's 4. Which is the main claw. You mean I see nothing, Eli? I caught you lurking in 4K. Number 6, which is the big old thigh. Actually, not just, cut through the instruction manual. How dare. You know, Eli, if you're going to be around, we could use this as an opportunity to discuss our next moves. Yeah. You know, planning, when do we do that? Occasionally, when we engage the brain cell. Brain cell gone. Bye bye. Valid. All right. So this haunch is the left leg, right leg. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is attach the smaller bits first, because those are going to take a moment. Gotta let these do their thing. I just got a itch in my throat. Yo, glue, will you fucking do your job and glue? What the fuck? Okay, I'm going to let this fully cure before I do anything to it, because I feel like any forceful movement is going to undo all of this work, and I don't want that. No, not at all. I do not want that. This little toesy is gonna go right there. Mm-hmm. By the way, how was your day, Eli? Okay. Long day, but productive. Well, at least it's over. Well, it's nice to be back to 3 monitors. I don't know what that's like. Allow me to live vicariously through you. What is it like to have 3 monitors? versus one little laptop monitor, like viewing heaven. I can see it. I can see it. I hate being so big sometimes. There we go. Okay, that looks decent. All right, cure. And I failed. I got glue on me. My day was chill. Thank you for asking. Would have been a lot better if I got some sleep, but you know. Oh, I forgot my rings and bracelet. I left them by your by that TV. Well, well. Thank you for holding on to those. Please keep those in a safe spot for me. Oh God. You'll get them someday, maybe. No, no, I'll remember. Because they're very important to me. But I was also sleep deprived, and it was super late when we left your place. So. What are you stealing? Like my hoodies now? Is that what that is? That's like got the same energy. Look, it's a cool bracelet. Thank you. I'm gonna let that do its thing. And now for the other leg. Which is 8 and 7. Ah, nope. I have failed. I have gotten glue on both of my hands now. Yeah, that's how that's gonna go. Oh my fucking god, Axel. What are you doing? Okay. I'm glad you think it's a cool bracelet. I'm assuming you're talking about the one with the dragon head too. I like both bracelets. Both of them are cool, but you're singling one out, and so I think it's probably the one with the dragon head. There were two bracelets there. One of them was like a series of beads. Yeah, it was four rings, a beaded bracelet that you then drawstring tight, and then the dragon bracelet, the leather dragon bracelet. We'll either figure something out. I'll either see if I can steal a car and come visit, or they'll just be there till the next game, which is in a couple of weeks. So, okay, that's how these are gonna go. Why have my hands stopped working? What is going on? There we go. Meat mech malfunction. Yes. Body not bodying, brain not braining. COVID wagon. Very swoopy. I'm here for it though. All right, going to let all of that do its thing. That's the hind legs. Now we get to do the front legs. Which is very exciting. That's a big ass anchor point. Holy shit. Okay, this is going to be the right arm. I need to clean up this burr. That'll be problematic. better. I don't think I shook my glue well enough. Okay, I'm going to let that do its thing. I've been looking at this like focal point and I realized that's the tongue. That's a tongue. We're going to build the head around the tongue. And if we're lucky, we're going to tongue the head. Mm. Anyway. 12 and 11 are the other side. Oh. Oh well. Fun feature of this style of razor blade is that it's designed you can snap off whatever blade you've used to the point where it's no longer good, and that just happened. Good thing I got plenty of these. All right. Oops. This fits there. Okay. All right. I'm going to let you cure. We've almost got a Dargon. Almost. DM vibing to the battle music, the party. Boop. Behold the tongued serpent. They will tongue you to death. The bard is just like, don't threaten me with a good time. Yeah, what that tongue do? All right. 17 and 18, which is the two parts of the head. So let's set you a ways back. 17's right here. Mm-hmm. And 18. Empty frame. Yeah, that's a Dargan head. Leave is going to fit there. Yes. Let's do that first. Whoops. Axel, get your shit together. Oh my god. There we go. I'm just gonna pinch that.
Got your nose.
Anyway.
Squidward.
How original. Okay. So it does offer an alternative assembly, which is the addition of the wing. So we can keep him as is, or we can add the wings. Mm-hmm. Kind of want to see what they're supposed to look like. So where is this? 16. is going to be this wing. Let's go there. Yep, that's where it's supposed to go. I don't know. What do we think? Wings or no wings? I'm going to take the other one out. I am genuinely curious of chat's thoughts. Hmm. Do I have any no winged dragons? No, I do not. Could be a change of pace. That's true. This was 15, which is the left wing. Just going to go on that side. Hmm. No, I don't think I have any non-flying, non-winged dragons. I think the closest I have to it is in one of the books back here, Legendary Dragons. There is this like stone dragon. It's a petrified dragon that does things through its soul, but it technically doesn't fly. Hmm. I'm also trying to see what this would look like with the wings, because the picture's from a side angle. So, see, and so it's really hard to visualize it. I had it the first time. Ah, there it is. I'm gonna mark these wings though, so I do know which designation is what. This is left. You are right. Just in case, but I'm gonna really think about this for a moment. This is where if I had like an extra set of arms, it'd be cool. kind of like it without the wings. It will be different. Different change of pace. Water dragon. I'm pretty sure in Legendary Dragons there's a dragon that sort of fits this mold too. This specific design. I kind of want to grab the book. Give me 1 second. Ugh. Ha ha. Ha. Ah. This is a great little adaptation to supplement is the word I'm looking for. Bighorn friend, yes. Covered in runes. Art in this game is also amazing. Right, what dragon am I thinking of? It is a named dragon from this book. Nope. Nope. No, you have wings. Nope. Nope. Ah, Kundal, the rainbow dragon. That's who I was thinking about. So, yeah, we see he's this very serpentine dragon, no wings, nothing, very curvy, sort of has a set of traditional horns on top. And then we have, I'm going to transition to this camera. In this book, Kundal, the rainbow dragon, and as you can see, no wings, but very serpentine, those traditional horns, all that kind of stuff. There we go. Yes, there's so many great dragons in this book, Eli. So many great dragons. But, yeah. Kundal, the rainbow dragon, their typing is a gargantuan, ancient, polychromatic dragon who is technically lawful good. They are amphibious. Mm-hmm. And they can fly, but they do so without wings. Because, you know, dragons. Fuck gravity. Mm. Yeah, there's a lot of really great dragons in here, and I do hope to use them. We'll have to come by sometime to see the book. And then you can bring me my rings and bracelet. And then we can have coffee. Oh my god, that'd be great. Yeah, this is the dragon that I was talking about, the stone one. This is Naghi, the stone dragon. Promise, but if I get a chance, I do want to come. I know. Life's busy. I like that we've got it as sort of a meme. It makes me giggle. But yeah, this is a huge dragon whose body is literal stone. And they do their actions through their soul, their spirit. Sort of psionic stuff, magic stuff. It's really cool. Basically. It is classified as psionics, so like psychic soul things. This is a mean dragon. Like, I'm just gonna say the name of this fucker. All right, and you all can tell me how you think about this. This dragon's name is Salathir, Suffering Made Flesh. The art is fucking gorgeous. Ooh, yes, please. There. That's it. Yeah, I got this book specifically because, well, first of all, dragons, but also really good design and dragons. Fuck yeah. Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Fucking love it. Fucking love it. And it also gives you all kinds of other things. It's not just named dragons, you know, like original content. It also goes into like great worms, wyverns, specific wyverns and drakes and kobolds, and there's a species of people called the Draken, which are these hybrid dragon humanoids. It also goes into like dragon riders and all kinds of other things, and just it's deep. Magic items and lair actions and dragon cults and aerial combat and airships, and it was worth the price. It was worth the price for a soft cover of this. It was worth the price for the PDF of this. I went extra. I wanted the hard copy. Just fucking awesome. Dragons are some of the coolest creatures, and honestly, if you are playing a tabletop role playing game that even dives a little bit into fantasy, if you haven't introduced dragons in some form by like the players are level 5, you have severely, you've made a mistake. Okay, you have made a grave mistake, in my opinion. If you have not teased at some kind of dragon lore, maybe a player saw one or something, have you asked today why not dragons? If not exactly, Eli. Like, in my opinion, if by level 5, in some capacity, dragons have not been introduced and your players have not gotten to play with magic in any capacity, you've done fucked. You've done fucked up. So, anyway, yeah, delightful. So for this dragon, I've already been thinking of colors, and I was thinking of doing like blues and greens. But I might base it on the rainbow dragon. I might go full tilt and add some extra colors. And then I can have it be sort of a pseudo dragon, because there came no lore with this. All we got was the box, right? And then a name, Oregon, the Denouncer. There's no lore. There's nothing in this. This is it. There's nothing. It's just pictures. Why are you going to give me a name and give me no lore? So I might do that. I actually might broaden those colors and use this for that dragon. Yeah, I'm liking that it doesn't have wings. I'm going to keep the wings, and I'll probably color them too. But oh my god. So I gotta look something up real quick. So I apologize if stuff gets a little laggy. But while we are here, I do want to look up something. So it's metallic dragons, chromatic dragons. Chromatic dragons tend to be the neutral slash good. Let's see. I might actually have to buy some paints for what I want to do. Ooh. So yeah, I apologize now. I'm looking at something. Over a black primer. They've really broadened some of their paints. Interesting. Ooh. Those are gorgeous. You still sold out of your bundles? Jesus Christ. Yes! Mm. Every time I look, they're sold out. Every fucking time. Oh my god. Hey Jack, how are you, bud? What's going on? Ah! I mean, I couldn't afford it anyway, but it's just every time I look at it, every time, it's sold out. It is sold the fuck out. I really want these paints. They're so expensive, but I want them. How's your Monday, Jack? How you doing, bud? Not bad. Kind of bummed I didn't get home early enough, but I'm alright. How are you? I'm okay. I'm glad we finally got a Monday mini time in. It's been some time. Our Dargan Dragon is done. Well, as far as being built, assembled. According to the box, their name is Oregon the Denouncer, and they give off traditional sort of like Chinese dragon vibes. They've got the horns, the like wooden antler type horns, very whimsical, very curvy. It did come with wings, but two things is that I kind of like it not having the wings because every other dragon that I've got will have wings. So it's different. And two, it's just I might keep them. Maybe I'll find a way to like temporarily rig / attach them for if I want to mix things up. But I have a supplemental book called Legendary Dragons that I bought. I don't know if the camera... I'll just switch. Just switch. Very cool book. I love it. It's very beefy. Because not only does it have name dragons, and one of the name dragons is similar to this design, the shape, the style, and no wings. But this book also has like a dragon race, goes over airship combat and aerial combat, dragon riders, all kinds of really good stuff. But the dragon that's supposed to be close to this one, their name, let me go back to their page, it was Kundal, which is 41. Aha, close. Here we are. Kundal the Rainbow Dragon. And as you can see, they basically sort of look the same. Pretty cool. So I'm actually thinking of going in that direction, or at least broadening the OG color palette I was going to do with this, because I was thinking blues and greens, very subdued, more like a water serpent. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about this, I might broaden that, because this is a really cool dragon. So, and a really cool supplement. A lot of love went into it. Yeah, just the inside that covers everything here. It's 20 new legendary dragons, that's the named ones. New wyverns, new drakes, new kobolds, chromatic great worms, metallic great worms, new dragon race, dragon cults, dragon riders, dragon hunters, dragon hunting factions, dragon hunting economies, enhancing existing spells with new dragon spell components, magic items, and aerial combat options and airships. Fucking delightful book. So highly recommend. But yeah, we're just letting this cure. I think I'm actually going to take a quick break here. And then after that, we're going to get to priming. I am going to keep the wings. I've labeled which side they are, left wing, right wing, and I will probably color them too. But they just look so weird now to me, now that I've sort of got this idea in my head. I might keep them just for funsies. Well, I'm going to keep them, but like I said, figure out a way to maybe attach them temporarily so I can use them for aesthetics or things like that. So we'll see what happens. Because I've only got one rainbow thing right now, and it's the Phoenix. You're kind of looking forward to getting the lawn mowed after work, but couldn't get out early enough. Oh, that sucks, man. Big deal. You get it done sometime. Yeah, just make sure you do it when it's like cool, man. Don't be out there when it's like really fucking hot, killing yourself. Don't do that. Bad juju. Bad juju. Yeah, don't do that. All right. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little break, and then I'll get my setup ready so we can prime this sucker. All right. All right. So yeah, my frosty foxy friends, you all stay cool. And we will BRB. Make sure to take care of yourself. You stay hydrated too. It won't be too terribly long of a break. So take care of you, and I will BRB. There we go. All right, my frosty foxy friends. I am back. Thank you so much for your patience. A little longer than I anticipated, so I apologize. But yeah, we're gonna finish getting all of this set up. Hopefully you all took a break too, took care of yourselves. It's very important. Okay. All right. Resituated. This box is a mess. It's been through some shit. Speaking of messes, it is now August. Or it should be August. Tomorrow is literally August. And I should be getting an update sometime soon from another Kickstarter where I'm going to have a lot more minis delivered, maybe sometime this month or next. I've got a lot. All right. I do not need my cutting tools or glue any longer. Stretch. I'm going to set this book to the side. Grab my primer and a jar. All right. Get this set up. Brushes, because we're just priming. I can use my really cheap brushes. I don't need anything else. Don't need nothing fancy. I put those in there. Damn, that's a big one. Nope, it's not you. It's not you. What do I have this on? There's no way it's, yeah. Oh, that's my dry brush. All right. That's the idea. I'll do it in the late afternoon, evening on the next day off or this weekend. Good, Jack. Good. Talking about, cutting your lawn. I am genuinely curious what this was supposed to go on. I wouldn't have a protector on my cheap brushes. They're cheap. Alright, I'll worry about this another time. That'll be a problem for future me. Hey, Hachidori. How are you? How's your day going? Just finished a Japanese lesson this early? Damn. You busy. Well, hopefully it went well. Yeah, brain is tired. I bet. Well, come vibe. Come chill. Take a load off. We're just painting some minis. We've built the dragon. Because, Monday mini time, I kind of haven't done it in a little bit. So I was like, I gotta make this up. Classic Serpentine Dragon. Yay, yay indeed. All right. Welcome back, Gaff. Not gonna lie, I basically thought you went to bed. Ah, gotcha. Well, hopefully you all had fun. All right. What? I'm feeling orange today. I think orange is going to allow us to prime. Pretty swell. Though I may need a thinner brush. I need the green one. All right. Good. Did Shattered Throne and Dares, and then he went back to Shadow of the Colossus. Nice. That's such a good game. Fucking Shadow of the Colossus. Oh my god. What a game series. Not series. They've had several remakes, but that studio is phenomenal. Very underappreciated in my opinion. Because what they did, Shadow of the Colossus, I think they did The Last Guardian. What was it called? Ico? I think it is too. I think it is an exclusive as well. Which is a shame. I really don't think exclusive should be a thing. Not everybody shares that opinion, and I get it. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. All right. Let's prime this base. There's so much texture on this base. Because it looks like that classic Asian shingle archetype. The clay shingles. What's my opinion on Bardcore? Bardcore is awesome. But this is it's a combination of both. It's music from my playlists that I use for when I do DM. Yeah, Bardcore is awesome. Up there with all the other fantasy cores, you know, Goblin Core, Core, fucking Dwarvish Metal's fucking banging. Oh, I'm just gonna get paint all over me as per the norm. That is nothing new. I think I'm going to start with the head. Okay, if you hadn't heard of it, I was going to send you a song to introduce you to it. Nope, I am quite familiar with it. Music is a huge part of my life, and it's very easy for me to find some rabbit holes to get lost in. It's why my tunes playlist, which is a general EDM playlist, it's music from that entire umbrella term. So there's, you know, like glitch trap, happy hardcore, progressive house, trance, you know, dubstep, all kinds of genres, and it's currently sitting over 2,500 tracks. It's because I go on these long, very long rabbit holes of finding music. You can also send it to me anyway, Jack. I will probably listen to it. Like as soon as stream is done. Send it to me in Discord. Sweet. I will check afterwards. So yeah, Saturday was a very exciting game for me. Um, did play D&D. Um, Now, to give some context, we're essentially playing in a homebrew new world. It is a world that is very natural and one that has recently been introduced to magic. Context of that is within the last couple hundred years. Magic is relatively new. It was a delightful game. The game itself is fucking awesome, but I want to give some context. So, our DM is really good. She's awesome. She hasn't been DMing long, but she's doing incredibly well because she's been in my games. She also admires, Matt Mercer. Her favorite is Brennan Lee Mulligan. She's got a lot of inspiration. She herself is also an artist and a very creative person. And so the world has been awesome. But it was a very natural world, and then one day the portals attacked. Portals started opening, and this very isolated world started having new things coming into it, including people from different realms, people just being pulled here. So, our DM, as I was saying, is relatively a new DM, but is absolutely wonderful. Me and the other player in the group, who's Eli, one of my mods in chat, is also a DM, and she's been in his games, and he's an awesome DM. So she's been around a lot of good people. She loves certain folks that have been inspirational to her, this, that, or the other. But she was very on the fence about DMing. So I made a deal with her, because I typically have a certain type of character that I like to play, for the most part. And I told her that if she were to DM and I played in her game, I would play a character that was very out of my depth. A character that I typically would not play, usually. And this is how my Sharkan Barbarian, Sharkan as a homebrew species, they're essentially shark folk, was born. Now, he's not dumb. My beautiful, wholesome, sweet being of a barbarian is not stupid. They are simple, but they're not dumb by any means. However, with that said, I did design this character with one very thing to be in mind, and that was just to be this natural fighter. That's what they're good at. They are a warrior. This game has turned into politics so fucking hard. And my character has been very much out of depth. They haven't fucked anything up. In fact, they've been very honest, very open about their feelings and engaging with folks and being very, very civil and, things that a society does. But the problems that they're dealing with are that require long form solutions, planning, and a lot of very gentle work. And while my boy can do that, it's been very frustrating, to say the least, because it's just like, he's a warrior. He's meant for combat. I did, and I'm building up to that, Eli. I'm building up to that. So, our DM set up several side quests because we had some downtime, and there's some things that appear to lead into like the main parts of the story and this, that, or the other. But one of the things that we ended up doing is we were put in contact with an individual who was looking for some help, who had some, quote, fun, end quote. And so we met this tiefling lady who was just like, look, there's this little bougie underground pit fighting thing going on, and I want you all to help me get in. It's just like, you want us to help you get into pit fighting? And she said, absolutely not. No. So she's going to be our sponsor, because we're going to go through several tiers of this pit fighting ring. Her goal is to get to the final location where some very powerful boozy people are, because she wants to steal an item from one individual. And so we were like, okay, fuck it, we ball, right? So the entire idea was that my character and Eli's character were going to be her pit fighters, and all we had to do was win and get to the, escalate through the tiers of the competition, and eventually we'd be at the final place where she can exact her plan. So, my character agreed to it just because they've been incredibly frustrated. They have been very much, I need to vent. I have so many big emotions going on. And the because of the problems we have, and that the solutions are not sort of like an immediate, oh well, let me just either let me put it out of its misery kind of solutions. He's been very frustrated. Very frustrated. This lady has to have more intentions than what she's letting on. I as a player, I agree with you. But to be honest, the Kayaka, my character, is just probably thinks that's really just what she wants. She just wants this cloak. That's it. This special cape, this one and only that this person has. But so we agreed, okay? We agreed. Now, if there's anybody who's familiar with some of the popularized live play games like Critical Role, you would have heard a phrase, not a phrase, but there was one particular individual whose name is Wil Wheaton, and he's both popular in the tabletop role-playing space, but he's also like an actor. He's also like a director. And he's sort of become a meme in the tabletop role-playing space because he is notorious for rolling horrendously. Rolling absolutely horrible. He apparently DMs, and his players have the best games ever because he cannot roll a fucking die to save his life. I am the opposite of that. I am the anti-Wil Wheaton. My dice come hard. They come to play. With that said, unfortunately, Eli's dice, they're kind of mean, in my opinion. You balance, yes, you are the balance, the equilibrium to this. As much as I hate it. So we get to the pit fighting part, right? And here's where things go wrong, because she wants both of us to win and progress forward. Because one, it's more odds, and two, you know, it's more distractions and all that, this, that, and the other. Eli, literally every other game I play in, I don't miss nearly. I know, but this game, it was bad because you got your ass handed to you, and I felt so bad. I mean, you also went in handicapped because you did not have your spells, but it was still bad. You got your ass beat. My dice come hard. That sounds intriguing. They fucking play. My dice come to play, Jack, and that is not an exaggeration. In one game that I was DMing, it was the final encounter, it was the boss fight. The players were against. In a series of rounds, my dice crit 20 times, with 2 of those crits being failures. Back to back to back to back to back. My players were so upset. And the part that sucked the most is after like the second round of it happening, they're like, no, roll in front of us. And so I started rolling in front of them, and then I couldn't hide it. And so it just was like, here it is. They were so fucking mad. But continuing the story. So Eli's character unfortunately got, the bad end of the beaten stick and was knocked out. And so it was left to my character to progress this little side quest forward. So, like I said, my character has been feeling very frustrated because they have not had any really outlet. One hit was 2/3 of my health. It was Eli. You got fucking smacked. I feel so bad about it still too. But my fight came, and so I'm escorted out to the arena, and my opponent is brought forward in front of me. I kicked ass isn't even. Oh, it was so one-sided. So we're introduced to my character, who is another homebrew race called a Lan Shi, and it's essentially a fusion between orcs and dragonborn. Very cool class. Very not class, species. Absolutely delightful. This Lan Shi, you know, I'm introduced to, and they look really cool. They've got a really cool, like, it's like a chain dart, but instead of it being a dart on the end, it's like a sword. Really fucking cool. And he was very nice, you know, very cordial. He wasn't an asshole. And it was just like, I had to be honest with this NPC in front of us. So my character was just like, I have to apologize. I am so sorry for what I'm about to do to you. And there was just this awkward like head tilt. And then my character continues just like, I have some things that I'm about to work through on you. And ready, fight. Because I'm playing a barbarian and we're level 7, I get to roll advantage on my initiative, so I went first. I have a high dex score. It is +4. My character's a fucking tank. My strength is 19, my dexterity is 18, my constitution is 18. They're a fucking tank. So, I got to go first, and in a single round of combat, my opening round, I go first, I bonus action rage, I close the distance, because I have 40 feet of movement, so I got next to the character, and my first 2 opening rounds was a really high roll and then a crit. I opened with a crit. And did like 30 some odd points of bludgeoning damage because I'm using brass knuckles. This character then tries to get away. Fun fact about the barbarian, a reaction attack is still a melee, and you can use your reaction melee as a grapple. They didn't get away. So now they're pinned in this corner that I have them stuck in. And so they try to use the rest of their attack to attack, and nothing hits. Getting a special action, the DM was like, all right, well, they're part Dragonborn, so they're going to use a breath weapon. I saved. It did like 9 points of damage. And I got to do a really cool... The DM let me play a little bit of the narrative because it's a breath weapon, and I wanted to play because I resisted it. So it looks like the ice hit, but then because of the rage of my barbarian and they're letting everything out at this moment, steam immediately starts coming off of their body. Just the sheer dichotomy, and that ice, that frost breath is already starting to melt. So it was really thematically cool. But then the next couple of hits were mean. The rounds were there were maybe 4 or 5 rounds total. Because I proceeded to pummel and frenzy with my next series of attacks. So I get 3 attacks. My initial additional attack, which is 2 strikes, and then bonus action as frenzy hits, 1 more attack. I am wailing into this person. Because I think with those 3 attacks, that round I did almost another 60 points of bludgeoning damage. So it was their turn again, and they committed to wanting to actually hit me. They get 3 strikes as well. The first one hits, the second one misses, and the third one hits. However, my character is, like I said, working through some stuff and demands to be hit. One of the feats I have is Lucky. One of the fun things you can do with Lucky is that if you are on the receiving end of an attack roll, you can use your luck point to change their outcome. And so that's what I did for their second attack. They were forced to use my attack roll to hit me again, and they finally did a significant amount of damage to my barbarian. My character, Akayaka, felt a lot better about this, but this was the end of the fucking match. 3 more hits, 1 more two very powerful strikes. Like, I wasn't missing. There was no way for me to miss. But then another end of the match critical strike. He was gone. He was gone. It was fucking barbaric. And I just can't believe how hard it came. But with the fight over, we at least had one champion progressing to the next pit fight. God, I felt so much better though. Although my character Akaika also did feel bad. Oh, they felt better, but they felt bad because this person was just really nice. They were a good person. So it was just like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to receive that. Thank you for receiving it. At the end of all of that, Akayaka won some money because there is money that the champions win and earn. And after everything, he found that this Longshi character, this other fighter that he went against, and he was like, thank you so much for that. Please take this. And he tried to not take it, and Akayaka had to put his foot down because he was like, look, this was unfair. You came in here to win money. I came in here to fight. I came in here to vent and do just that. It was my reasoning for being here is very selfish. And so just to help Akayaka ease himself, the warrior he fought accepted it. And granted, it wasn't a lot. It was like 10 gold. So a platinum piece, but you know, it helped in Akayaka's mind. It was more fair. It was such a fun time. It was such a good fight. I felt bad though. I really did. Just because he got fucking stomped. He got stomped. But my character feels better. Majority-wise feels a lot better. Then we got to chill. We got a date for when the next pit fight would be. And then me and Eli have to discuss our next point of attack because we have a day of downtime and we have some other loose ends we can get into. Not sure what exactly we want to get into though, because we've been bombarded with options, you know, and it's not a bad thing. Do not take that as a bad thing. We go on side quest slutting. Yep. But which ones? You know, what do we feel like is going to be the most important? That's really the big deal. And for those who don't know, side quest slutting is the term I came up with during my Horizon Forbidden West playthrough, because I am a side quest slut. Give me all of the side quests. I don't want to miss anything, or I will lose my little fucking ADHD riddled mind. So we're gonna go the disappearances. Because isn't Scholler, isn't the that individual? Don't they have people that we think have gone missing, too? We've been hit with like 2 different side quests of people have gone missing. God, there's a whole fucking spot there I just missed. I can't get to it. Don't remember what I have to look? That's fair. That's fair. We do have a lot. Anyway, needless to say, getting that little catharsis in with combat was much needed for my boy. my big boy, my Sharkan barbarian, which by the way, he is based on a great white. So he's big. He's a big, thick boy. I forgot to mention, he's also afflicted by lycanthropy. He's a therianthrope. Because that was like one of the few times where I rolled a bunch of ones back to back to back. I don't like how loose that is. Nope. None at all. I don't like how loose that is. Special boy. Baby boy. Wholesome being. Let's see if I can do this. Pinch this for a while. There we go. And hold it. Because there's a piece that is a little loose that I do not like. I'm so glad that our DM decided to DM because I love this character. I absolutely adore my boy. He's slowly becoming like the king of transforming. He's slowly becoming like a Saiyan from Dragon Ball because he because I envision him as sort of like very, very soft in terms of his physicalness. Like he's big. He's like a bear when I say he's big. But then when he rages, there's this definition that appears because everything is now tense. You know, the muscles are bulging. But then he's also now acquired a brand of therianthropy, of being able to transform into a were creature. He becomes a werewolf. And if that wasn't crazy enough, because of the nature of the game, Samua being a very natural world, and magic being relatively new, potions are new. And it's entirely possible to have potions that have additional effects. Think of it like wild surge magic. And so at some point during the game, Akayaka got to spend like a couple days as the opposite gender. And because of the pit fight and certain things that happened, we've been given a bracelet that allows us to disguise ourselves in a physical manner. It changes our literal, it's not an illusion, it's our physical body changing to whatever we desire it to be, with some limits. And so because Akayaka doesn't know how to be anyone but himself, he uses it to change into his female form as a disguise, because his female self, still being himself, is still different physically from how he looks. So I'm slowly becoming the king of like acquiring transformations. It's hilarious. Okay, that is going to cure. It's in place. So we can finish you off. Trans icon. It says trans rights. Yeah. Look, Samua is about harmony, and Akayaka vibes hard with that. He doesn't like hurting or killing people. He only does it if there's no alternative. I was sharing this story with some of the clanmates that I was running with yesterday. Sunday? Yeah, yesterday. And one of the clanmates, his Destiny 2 Bungie ID is Buccaneer Panda. We call him Panda. He's interested in D&D. He's interested in it. He'd like to get some people together to do it. He wants to be a player, but he immediately sent off like a little bit of a red flag for me. And I'm speaking about this because Eli, UDM, our DM also DMs, obviously, even though she's experienced now. I don't want to say she's new. I shouldn't say that because she's fairly experienced. But you know, we were talking about the difference of players and how like our game is really chill. And I think it's because we are DMs, and in some capacity we've all dealt with players who are just chaos. And I say that with a big heart attached to it, because players either come in with the expectation of something that they've seen or heard about the game, or they want to treat it like a video game, or like they want to be the like main protagonist, so they have like that anime character syndrome. They come in with some type of baggage, and that's where you get all of that chaos from, at least in my opinion. But we got on the subject telling my clanmates about that, and Panda set off that flag because he's like, I really want to play it. I want to give it a whirl. But the thing that inspired it for him was there was this, he saw a Reddit post. I'd seen it on Reddit and everywhere else. Sir Barrington the Rogue. And if you all are unfamiliar with that story, it's literally a campaign where a player character played a sentient bear who could not talk. So they dumped all of their points into Rogue in disguise and essentially went through the entire campaign as a bear that could gesticulate and make just enough noise that it could, people didn't look too deeply into it. And that's what inspired Panda to want to play. Because he wants to do something similar. It makes me laugh. It makes me giggle. And for those who don't know, you can find that story online. It's on several places. I believe just type Sir Barrington. Love it. There's a DM put there for Panda. Yeah, I know, right? But as the post goes, they essentially out there. Yeah, I knew what you meant, Eli. The post goes that, you know, so they do all of this stuff as they're adventuring. They acquire a bunch of wealth, and they hire a butler who gets a special amulet that's able to translate bear language into common. And so the butler then sort of becomes the face for the character. And they roll so high on like their disguise and stealth and charisma that nobody can see through the fucking thinly veiled disguise this is a fucking bear. This is just a bear that has learned how to gesticulate enough to get by. They get to the end of the campaign, they're because they've done a lot of stuff for like the town, the king, whatever. It's a royal banquet. There is one motherfucker there who's able to roll high enough to see past the disguise. No one believes him, and they're escorted off the premises. It's just so comical. Oh god, it's like I have several worlds. And they're all various tropes on high fantasy. My main world is called Fractus. That's where I describe it as it's a serious game with comedy moments. Because that's the tone I want to set. It's just like, you can have fun, you can enjoy yourselves, but understand this is like serious stuff. This is high power, high fantasy. You know, this is what you can expect. My silly world, I describe it as like it's like if Acme exploded. It's like if Looney Tunes invaded. because it's completely taking the piss out of everything. But then it has serious shit that happens. So it's kind of that opposite dichotomy, but it's still high power, high fantasy, high magic. The world's called Alakir, and it's supposed to just be this silly shit. Things are not what they seem. Wildness is happening all the fucking time. It's like a world just plagued by wild magic, almost at its essence. Like, you could be minding your business, you look both ways, you look up just in case something's falling from the sky, and it's just like you get the sucker punch with the glove underneath of you. Just out of nowhere. Like, a lot of fourth wall breaking too, because that shit's funny to me. Like, something I envision in my head is just like, you know how like in video games like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy, you have your like starting area and there's the NPCs and everyone's in their place, they have their specific thing. There's a joke I have for the starting of that game where it's just like the players are getting together, they're about to go to their first quest and they have to wait in line because the other adventurers are also talking to that same NPC. And he's just like, all right, go. You're next. All right, come on. Next in line. Next in line. Keep it going. I think it'll be such a fucking fun game. I hope whoever plays in it also appreciates it. But that's like kind of the spiel. I gotta reset my camera. Oh, rest well, Eli. Rest well, buddy. Hopefully I didn't mess up anything too badly. All right, we're letting that dry so I can finish the tail. Seeing if there's any spots that I miss. Ah, paint. Is the head dry? Yeah. There's a few heavy spots, but yeah, I hope it'll be a silly time. Then I've also got a world that's inspired off of the sort of classic, 60s, 80s, that span of era of tabletop gaming, sort of that Conan the Barbarian-esque world, minus that steep level of brutality and nastiness, but that aesthetic, so to speak, like Mad Max meets Conan. I've got another world that's going to be essentially steeped in sort of like anime aesthetics, but that's very easy for me to do because some of my original roots in tabletop role-playing game is a system called Besm, which is Big Eyes, Small Mouth, which is heavily about anime, and don't know if people will be able to see it on the big camera. Right here, close to my face, this book right here, it's called Anime 5e, made by the same people that did Besm, but they converted it to a D&D 5th edition model system. So it's a D20 system. but it also incorporates some point buying. Similar to Pathfinder in that regard. It's not as crunchy, but you get that same customization. Really cool. Really cool. Definitely recommend checking it out. I put you down and now I don't know how to pick you back up. This sucker's going to take a while to cure. There's a lot of places I'm going to have to go back and double check. These models are incredibly detailed, and that's amazing, but that means more work when it comes to priming and painting. All right. Okay. All right. I think we can. I don't want to put you. No, that'd be bad because that's fresh paint. We're just gonna set you to the side. Let you cure a little bit. See a spot that I want to get into. Okay. What is this? Nope. Nope. Ba-ba-da-da-da. All right. What is this? Close that. All right. All right. Now it's just letting this dragon cure. I'll be double checking it, but I think we've done pretty good for ourselves. Definitely can't complain. We do still have the wings. Should I decide to pursue those or find a way to use them as extras? Base is curing. Pick you up there. Ah, that's already dry. Sweet. Come on. There we go. As I got more paint on me. How bad did I just mess that up? Oh, no. None at all. Sweet. that up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. We have a primed dragon. Dragon Prime. Sounds like a really cool transformer that I would very much like to have in my collection. But yeah, all right. My friends, I'm going to say we're done. We've got a built dragon. We've got a prime dragon. Now it's just letting everything fully cure and then double checking my spots. But we are done. It feels so good to say that because I know I've missed Monday Mini Time for the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I got a huge pile of minis, so slowly working through these has been fun. Mm-hmm. Looking very, very good. I'm here for it. Very much here for it. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. I knew this was going to be a shorter stream just because. So the thing with these big ass minis is that they usually are bigger pieces, and so there's less to put together. Lot less to put together. The biggest thing that's going to take time is priming, painting. So this will probably take another 2 streams, especially if I decide to do some kind of multicolor aesthetic. I originally was going to do like blues and greens. But now that I have inspiration from the Legendary Dragons book, I might add some more layers to it. And when I say might, I mean like there's already a 90% chance that's what I'm going to do. So, because it's something that I like, something that I enjoy. But, yeah, we are done. Looks good, feels good. Monday Mini Time is back, baby! And I'm here for it. All right, my Frosty Foxy friends. So, I'm going to see who is currently on to raid out. Before I do all my other stuff. By the way, Jack, I Discord just reminded me of your link. So I'm definitely going to check that out and I'll let you know. Perline's on. Oh, well, she's doing Genshin Impact. Looks like the only other person on my list is Darling Creepshow, who's doing her own miniature painting. It looks like she's working on a dragon herself. So, let's give her some love. Let's give her some love. I would greatly appreciate that. Oh, well, I just made a mess with my water. Sad. Ah, I'm making more of a mess. No. Axel, what is wrong with you? GG's. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. All right, my friends. Let's get this set up. So, as always, I announce when I go live on my socials down below. Follow me where convenient. I greatly appreciate it. My newest account is my TikTok account, which I do upload some funny things to directly just because it's got a little bit more freedom. I'm also going to be uploading pictures, not of the primed picture. I'm going to wait till it's colored. That's what we're going to do. I might take a couple. I might, but the big picture upload's going to be when it's finished painting. So follow me where convenient, because that's where I'll be posting them. My TikTok, Instagram, all socials. Follow me where convenient, because I always appreciate it. Let's get ready to raid Miss Darling Creepshow. Let's send her some love. Feels like it's been forever. Feels like it's been forever. Next stream will be Wednesday. I'm either doing more Destiny 2 stuff, depending on what's going to happen, or if it's a relatively slow week, I might get into the DLC for Horizon Forbidden West, which is called The Burning Shores. I also have on my option list of either maybe getting into some other games, or checking out the original Destiny 1, because I have never played Destiny 1. So, if any of that interests you, Wednesday, I'll be going live. Again, I always announce on my socials. Hope to see you there. With all of that said, my friends, I hope you have a lovely week. Stay cool. It's going to be hot wherever you are. It's always hot now. So make sure you take care of yourself. And as always, I heart your faces, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good night, everybody. And don't forget, I love your faces so much. Thank you for hanging out and vibing. It always means the world. I'll catch you on the next one.